Okay, guys, Mizzle for Shizzle, back with you again. As we said in the last episode, I'm gonna try to get to Zoltan Cold for sure this time. So, I'm not gonna waste any time trying to explain anything. We're just gonna go ahead and take off and try to see if we can't get there. We still have a couple little areas we're gonna have to go through, so I'm gonna try to make it as fast as I can. If I can get all the stuff killed off. Oh, actually, whenever I used the portal to come back over here, it looks like it put me at the top of the map. So, or maybe it. I'm not sure actually where it put me at. Oh, yeah, it did put me at the top of the map. Well, where we're gonna be going is gonna be over here on this left side of the map over here. So, while I'm trying to get to it, I am still gonna come over here and try to kill off a few things. Just for one, you never know what the creatures are gonna be dropping. For two, try to still keep on getting that XP as much as you can. I mean, we will be running across a lot of creatures and monsters along the way. So, I mean, you will get a lot of experience, but, I can't stress to you enough, especially on the first playthrough on normal, that you try to level up as much as you can. Once you start getting in the higher levels, you may not have to explore as much, but once you get to the other levels, you will actually have to explore some to where you can get high enough levels to where you can carry on to the next playthrough.
You will not defeat.
Hello, Zoltan. It won't open. Open it up. Another thing I forgot to mention, that I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. Yeah, because my enchantress, I actually, totally forgot to, give her any weapons or anything. You can actually give her rings and amulets and better weapons and things. I kind of forgot to, but I'm gonna go ahead and just wait until I start picking up a few weapons to give to her. But I do have another skill unlocked for her, so I'm gonna check this out. And since the skills for the Demon Hunter, you can actually get, let's see, one of the passive skills is going to be increased damage to slowed enemies. I guess I don't have that one unlocked yet. Oh yeah, there we go. I should already have it attached. So it's damage against slowed enemies increased by 15%. So it's going to be extra damage on slowed enemies, and her next skill will actually slow enemies when she attacks. So I'm going to go ahead and use that to where it's going to benefit me. And, the enchantress or follower, I should say, if they die off, they actually will respawn. You're the only one that actually will die and not come back. So that's why I'm not worried about gearing her up as much right now. If I was that worried about it, if she would die and not come back, I would actually make my way back to town just to get her geared up. But since she will respawn, I'm just gonna leave her as is for now. I don't want to have to waste any more time for y'all. Going back to town right now. Once I get back, then I'll sit there and see about trying to do it. That's gonna be another area that's gonna have a lot of dead ends, so you're just gonna have to be patient with me as I try to go through and find the right way. Oh, looks like that's the way to go. Got my yellow arrow on the map.
I should have seen that coming. Do not worry. We thank you and didn't know.
Okay, maybe that wasn't the way to go. Is it down here then? Yeah, you notice sometimes on the map it give you a yellow arrow. Yeah, you need to go this way, but it doesn't necessarily mean that where you're looking at is the right way. It just kind of gives you an idea of where it's at.
You survive that. I want more time to explore the great light of Chaldean when this is all over. You all.
So from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull a lever, which starts to open up a door. As you notice, the waterfall just fell. We actually have to go through this next area and look for another lever, which will actually open up a door to a portal to where we can go to another area of the world. Sorry guys, I may be a little bit quiet this time. Starting to get a pretty bad headache. I think it's just from the stress of
Chaldean aqueducts were created by order of the trade
feeling. I mean, I wouldn't say embarrassed, but
was discovered 3 centuries ago. Though
kind of nervous. I should say nervous.
allowed the city
Because it really does make me nervous, guys. Trying to talk for y'all, trying to give you a little bit of insight of what's going on. Just because of the fact that I'm so worried that y'all ain't gonna like it. And that's the whole point of doing this, is to make something that y'all enjoy to watch. So, I mean, hopefully y'all don't hold it against me if I don't talk as much this time. Try to just get a little bit of playing going on.
Look, just over there.
Oh,
I never imagined such a creature. Your fear betrays you.
I think I've been decided. As of right now, what my plans are is I'm probably gonna go ahead and take y'all through the whole playthrough on normal, and then maybe I'll pick it back up once I get to Inferno mode, just to where y'all don't have to take the whole long journey of going through each and every playthrough. I mean, if y'all want to watch it all, just please comment, and I'll try to, take my time and record all of it. But as of right now, I think that y'all may get a little disinterested by the time I finish the first playthrough. I mean, because it's basically the same thing, just all the monsters' damage and health and all is increased. And when you start getting to Inferno, that's when you start getting to the better playthrough, because of the fact of you get a lot of legendaries and things as you go through and play. Or I should say a lot more through Inferno than what you do in the other lower level playthroughs. Which is good, because once you get to level 60, you want to try to find some of the best gear you can possibly have. Especially if you're going to try to see about getting a Hellfire Ring for a lower level character. Because you will need some really good gear in order to get one. Because, as I'll explain later, whenever I get ready to try to explain how to get the Hellfire Ring, you, for one, have to take on multiple of those mini bosses, I should say, along with trying to go and take out the key warden to get the keys to where you can actually make the Infernal machines and things. I'll go into a little bit more detail whenever I get to that part. Oh, now it's got a legendary spear. Now, with the Demon Hunter, you can't actually use the spear, but what I can do is I can put the spear on my follower, just because she can use it. That's going to boost her damage a lot compared to what it was. I probably will end up taking off her eventually to put it in my chest to be able to use for another character, but for now I'm going to go ahead and let her use that just to kind of help her out, since I can't use spears, swords, daggers, anything of that sort with this character. It's always good to keep little items, put aside when you're playing by yourself, just to carry on your follower to, help them out, because they do actually help out a lot when you're playing, especially if you're not don't have a lot of legendary gear and things like I do. Just because you need as much help as you can.
The crucible should be safe now. Paul, if you come, well, you know, may I?
I could use
the
your...
way out is I am starving. Do you think we'll find any good food down here?
Oh, I almost forgot. Since I picked up the ring a minute ago, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on my follower. It doesn't do a lot. It'll help her level up a little bit, but once I find some better rings, I'll go ahead and throw them on her if they're not better for me. And if they are better for me, then I will give her the ones that I'm getting rid of.
You and I are the same. But those others, the fallen angel, the witch, they're using you for their own end.
Okay, so you notice on the left side of the screen, there's actually two areas we have to go and find. What we're going to be looking for is some blood vials of Zoltan Cool.
I doubt that would end well.
So right now in this area here, we got to locate both of those areas and go in and try to find those vials. This is a pretty big area as well, so I suggest doing it kind of like I was saying with the Dogra Oasis. Try to just keep going around. And holy moly, there's a lot of...
My archives lie beneath this desert. Perhaps even beneath the sands we now tread upon.
Man, there's a lot of monsters in that one little area. This area is full of monsters, so I suggest you take your time. Don't just try to run through it, because if you run up too fast, you will get swarmed really fast. Especially if you're playing on hardcore like I am. You know, that one time of running up a little too fast can cause you to lose your character.
Not enough hatred.
Reptilian there. Let's see, this one's better, and it's not. Yeah, like I was saying, just, you know, keep carrying on the same way with Dogra Oasis. Try to clear the whole area as you go, because sometimes it spawns the same way like the Dogra Oasis. Sometimes it spawns at the bottom of the map, sometimes it spawns at the top, spawn on the left, spawn on the right. Because in this area here, there's actually a big void right in the middle that you can't go in. So sometimes you may come over here on the left and run all the way up and then have to go around and come back down the other side. Sometimes the areas spawn right next to each other in this area. Sometimes they're on opposite sides of the map. So, and this is what I was talking about here. This is a big void right in the middle of the map that you can't go in. So you have to go to the left or the right. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the right now. I mean the left right now.
Feel my wrath.
And see if we can't find it over here. If not, then we'll just go up and go around and come back down the other side until we find where we gotta go.
Enemy is closing in on the archives of Zoltan. Slaughter her.
Now, this is an area we can go down in, but like I was saying before, I really want to try to get to Zoltan Cool to where we can kill him off this episode.
Agony upon the lot of you.
So I'm gonna go ahead and skip going in there for now.
My hatred is too low.
Oh. Leave me alone.
That was just a taste.
Okay, so now we got to the top of the void. I'll come over here and go down the right side of the void. Just check this area before I go clear the top. I feel that's probably where it's going to be, is over here on this right side. At least I hope so. with having to come all the way back over here.
A mighty foe has fallen.
Ah, there's our first one.
Some of my blood is within that cave.
Pall of silence lays heavy.
I believe with this soul stone, I will finally be able to unlock the true power of man. Ancient times, our kind possessed power unmatched in this dreary age. With the soul stone, I
Oh, and I got a legendary.
the strength of my ancestors.
Let me go back down the ground because I want to see something. Since I already picked it up, it actually doesn't show the star. I meant to do that before I picked it up. So let's see what we got. We got a Heart of Iron. Overall, it looks like my Cape of Dark Knight's going to still be better. Actually, I have a couple of these Heart of Irons in my chest right now. They're really good because they have resist all elements, which means, like, say if you run into fire, the fire doesn't hurt you as bad whenever you have the resisting elements on, because kind of resists some of the damage. But with resist all, you actually get resistance to everything. You'll get a little bit of resistance to poison, to fire, to being frozen, arcane beams, things like that. We probably won't see too many arcane beams in normal playthrough. Those are going to be more whenever you get into Hell and Inferno. You may see them a little bit at the end of Nightmare, or maybe like the second or third act of Nightmare, but you probably won't see them very much at all in normal. But as you start getting into the other playthroughs, the resist all elements really does come in handy a lot, because you will run into a lot of different elements that are going to hurt you. But as of right now, I'm going to stick with my Cape of Dark Knight just because of the fact of overall it's going to be better for me damage-wise and things, since I don't deal with as many elements at this time. If I was really that worried about it, like I said, I have some in my chest I could have went and got. I'll explain to you a little bit more. Once I get into the other ones, I will be looking a lot more for those resist all elements. In addition to, sometimes you'll find items with the resist elements along with additional resistances to other elements other than the resist all. So those are real gem when you find those. Hello, where's the exit?
Accustomed to that.
Hey, I found it. I guess that's the end of this area, so let's go see if we can't find the other area.
My legacy and my gift to humanity. There will be wars to come between man and the creatures of heaven and hell.
Oh, remember like I was saying about those little bugs coming after you? Try to avoid them at all costs. I've actually died on one of my hardcore characters from those little bugs, so they are pretty dangerous.
We, the Zakarum, have endeavored to make Chaldeum a city of mercy and salvation, but we have not yet been able to convince the emperors to change the ancient policy of exile.
Run away, run away!
The treason are still sent to the desolate sands to die, with nothing but the tales of
The beasts would only hunt here if they were starving. Belial has withered these lands.
Can't forget my chest.
Darkness awaits you!
Okay, guys. As you can see, I kind of cleared mostly all this area, so it looks like it's gonna be the other area is gonna be up here somewhere in the top up here. So I'm gonna start making my way back up there. And try to say how this is slows you down a lot, so that's kind of in there just to kind of show you. Oh, I didn't even pick that up.
Your fear betrays you!
I keep on picking up all this white stuff. Where is this area at? It must be all the way at the top.
You won't survive that!
Okay, well that right there, that's where we gotta go once we find this next area and actually get the next vital blood.
You see that enemy over there? Let us cleanse it
Oh.
from this land.
Watch out for those bugs.
My hatred is too low.
Oh, and there it is right there. I was standing right next to it and didn't even notice it.
Nearby, they hid some of it beyond this.
This area here is only one level, so it's not gonna have to go through and then find another level and go. The only thing is this area is actually kind of big, so it may take a minute to find it here as well, just because there's multiple dead ends in this area. Hopefully we can find it pretty quickly because this video is getting about at the limit that I like to try to hold it to. So we may not make it this time, but if we don't, I guarantee you next time we will. Go ahead and make it to Zoltan cool. And I hate to keep dragging it on. It's just that you know, I really try to hold the videos to a respectable length, just so where you don't get bored with it after having to watch it for so long.
Do you want more?
Man, it's like a never-ending area. And that's what with this area also, it's just kind of really hard to tell where it's going to be at. I mean, it really spawns in different locations all the time. You may go back to, it may be in the same area 3 or 4 times, and all of a sudden next time you go back, it's nowhere even close to that area. So you kind of really have to just keep on going around here, which kind of sucks sometimes because if you notice, this map is actually pretty big, and I mean this is probably not even half of the map that I've already went through. And parts that really suck is whenever you sit there and make it and you about clear the whole entire map and then one little area on the other side of the map you didn't actually go look through is normally where it's at. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that guy. Well, it worked out. Yeah, with the treasure goblins, once you attack them, they will try to run off, and they actually will disappear on you. They can go through their little portal that they make. So if you can avoid it, I would suggest avoiding it until you're ready to, devote all your time to attacking them. Because unless you have quite a bit of gear, good gear I should say, it can actually get pretty hard to take them out real quick, especially if you're in the middle of fighting a bunch of other monsters. It makes it real difficult sometimes. I've lost quite a few treasure goblins or pygmies or whatever they're called at the time you attack them. Just from simply getting stuck, having to fight other stuff, and losing them to them running off.
Do you want more?
Darkness awaits you!
Man, am I ever going to find the end?
My bag is too heavy.
Uh-oh. My inventory is full. Let's see if I have any white stuff. Looks like not. I mean, I can pick up one more item. I'll pick up a chest piece. So here in a minute, I'll probably actually go back to town just so I can empty my inventory. But I'm gonna try to get through here first, and then we'll go ahead and call it the end of the video. Just because we're sitting at about 28 minutes. Holy moly, it's taking a long time to get here. Let's see, where have we not gone? It's probably gonna be right here. Nope. Down here? Did we miss something down here?
This was some kind of magical device. It must have been destroyed along with its
Yep, there it is.
We found the moon's archives.
Oop.
They were strangely empty. Finally, I have unlocked
I'm gonna go down try to pick this ring because I didn't mean to pick that up.
impressive creation, to be sure.
I was gonna pick up the ring, just see if it'd be good for the enchantress.
Not just
Man, just books and books upon more books.
Lord of Hatred was so pervasive that even after he had been defeated and entombed in a soul stone, his
Okay, so from here, I'm gonna go ahead and get to the next area. I'm not gonna actually go in. I'm just gonna get over here and get ready. Then we're gonna go ahead and end it here. Hopefully, and next time we actually will get through. There's actually gonna be three little areas we're going to go through, but it shouldn't take nowhere near as long as what it's taken us. Most of the time today has been just trying to find the areas we have to go to. From here, down here at the end of this walkway, there's actually three little tunnels. So it's not going to be nowhere near as bad to get through because I know all three places I have to go. Once I get in there, it's going to be a search, but finding the areas that I have to go search isn't going to be the problem. So if you look right here, you have actually 3 different ways we have to go to. So next time we'll pick up here, carry on, go ahead and go and get all the rest of the parts where we can put Zoltan Cool back together, get him back in human form, so we can take him out. So if y'all enjoyed, hit that like button, share with your friends, leave a comment if you have any suggestions or want to see something else. But until next time, have a good one.